All right. Well, today we are hunting for Wyatt Earp's house and gold mine. So little did I know that Wyatt Earp had a house out here in Vidal, and I'm not that far from it, 2 hours or so. So we're gonna go check it out. And then I did some Google Earth looking, and I think I found where one of his mine was. He had a lot of mines out here, I guess. So that is where we are headed. And I'm just looking at here. I've been out to this dry lake bed. You won't be able to see it for a second until I come over this hill. There it is. I don't know if you can see it up. Anyways, what ticks me off about that is there's a road all the way out there, dirt road. You're not allowed to drive on it. You're not allowed to take a bicycle on it. You're not allowed to hang glide over it, which I don't understand. But that's the laws of beautiful California. So I've hiked out there twice. Didn't find any meteorites. Nice dry lake bed though. Tiny guy. Anyhow. So yeah, that's where we're gonna head out. We're gonna head out. It's he's got a house in Vidal, California. Every time I go out to Arizona to go hunting and stuff, I go through Vidal Junction. Little did I know, if I hang a right instead of a left, I think maybe 15-20 miles down the road, he actually had a house there that he lived in. Pretty cool. So let's go check it out. So one day I want to go over there. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but right out, I don't think this zooms. Maybe I can zoom in when I edit it. But that's that little piece right in there is a chapel made out of stone. Patton had like thousands of guys out here training right there back in the 40s. So one day I want to park over here and just hike out to that and shoot a video of it. I think it'd be pretty cool to go check that out. But let's go find that house and that mine. All right, we've been here before. We've got a video on that. A lot of shoes. In that last video I had a commenter say why so many people hang their shoes up here and on the fence coming up is because they're headed to the river and you don't need shoes anymore. You need, you know, sandals and flip-flops. I guess that could make sense. I did a walk by in a video. You guys go check it out if you want. But yeah, a lot of shoes, man. A lot of shoes. Anyways, let's get going. We're probably, I don't know, maybe an hour away from that house. And then we're going to find one of his mines. And he set up a camp next to his mine, and then would, I guess, go back to the house, because his house, I don't know, 15, 20 miles away probably. So anyways, let's get going. All right, we are coming up on Vidal Junction. So we will hang a right here and head south. You go straight, you'll go to Parker. You take a left, you'll go out to the 40. There's one little gas station here. So after we go find his house, we're gonna head out towards Parker, and his gold mine is supposed to be up off to the north there. So yeah, you got Needles that way, Blythe that way. Holy cow, look at the price of gas. $4.79. $4.79. No, $5.79. Whoa. All right, so we're gonna get over here. So there we go, the little town of Vidal is 6 miles. Who would have thunk? Man, I drove by here so many times, I had no idea that Wyatt Earp lived 6 miles down this road. All right, we are here. here's the train tracks. I've never been here, so I'm thinking, yep, there's a blue and white house, so I need to turn here. Old Parker Road. Wow. Okay. There it is. Wyatt Earp's house. Now, what I did see online, and I'm not a good data miner at all, they theorized that his brother Morgan owned this first, and I think he inherited it. How cool is that? We got a plaque here. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Berry Strap Earp. 1848 to 1929. Josephine, 1944 she died. He called her Sadie for some reason. I don't know if that's showing up good on the GoPro or not. The sun's at a bad angle. You could pause it and check it out. I'll actually take a picture too, and if this doesn't show up on the video, I'll put a picture in the video. Pretty cool. That's cool that they've saved it and painted it. And so yeah, they own this cottage from 1925 to 1928 during the fall and winter and spring months while they worked the Happy Day Mine. That's where we're going, the Happy Day Mine, in the mountains a few miles north. It's more than a few miles. This is the only permanent residence they owned in their long lives together. Yeah, that's neat. I never knew that. Never knew that. So I'm assuming this water tank here was to, I mean, steam engines, right? So they had to fill up with water. That might be the old pump house to fill the tank. So yeah, early, what was it, 1920s? Meanwhile, Earp was kicking back right here. Pretty neat. That's a big tank, man. That is a big tank. Holy cow. Those are weird looking rivets, huh? Yeah, man, that's way up there. Here's the train tracks. Now, okay, these were probably put in later because, you know, these are trains probably still going over. That's probably the original tracks right there. Section 903, 1920. Yep. How cool is that? Wow. This has been sitting here since the 1920s. Wow. I get excited about this kind of stuff. So neat. So, well, they end there, but obviously they kept going. They probably pulled it out. I'm assuming, I mean, you know, his house is right there. So when he would go back to LA, I'm sure he got on these tracks right here on a train and went back. Wow, so neat. Yeah, look how old that plate is right there. So neat. So we're gonna go check out his mine here in a few after we look around here. But what is really neat about this guy, I mean, we've all seen Tombstone, great movie, right? He was everywhere, man, back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. He was in Dodge City. You know, you hear the phrase, let's get out of Dodge. Well, that's because it was a bad little place, I guess. And he went from Dodge City, this is what I've read. He went from Dodge City up to Deadwood, which we've, you know, Deadwood's cool. I've been there. Deadwood's a really neat little town. Came back to Dodge City. Then I think he went out to Tombstone, where we all know the movie and stuff. Then he went to Nome, Alaska, opened a bar there, was really successful. I guess he made a lot of money mining the miners. I think he was in San Francisco, he was in LA, and he was out here. I mean, and that was all late 1800s. I mean, that, you know, train, horses, wagons. I mean, that'd be hard to do right now in a car doing 65 miles an hour. All right, bunch of broken glass here. Pepsi. That might have been an old one. Oh, just so much to look around at. Look at that. I didn't realize on this side of the tank there's a hole. Yeah, I don't think that's holding water. Hello? Hello? I don't see no critters in it. Let's put you in there. Wow. No lid on it either. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm sure this is what was holding water to keep those steam engines going back in the day. That's an old tree. Man, I'd like the metal detector around here. Because you know, the people getting off the train, you know, they could have dropped a pocket watch or a coin. Any coin they would have dropped would have been silver, you know. Or copper. You know, the pennies would be copper. Nickels are copper. So cool. But it's probably private property. And actually, I don't think you can do anything near a railroad track. I think that's like, I don't know, federal, not federal. I don't know what it is, but I think you can't do nothing near a railroad track, unfortunately. But here's an old telephone pole, probably. Yep. These would have been glass insulators that screw onto here. Those are long gone. But there's a couple other little, I think there was a general store over that way. I'm sure this would had to be like the maybe the pumping house for the water. I don't know. Let's see. That ain't that old. Oh, here's a bunch of old cans here. Well, that's kind of old. That's where they put that solder in. I learned that from watching Aquachigger. That dude has some really cool videos. I'm sure you guys might know about him. If you don't, go check him out. His channel is called Aquachigger. He's been out here. Not right here, but really cool videos. Really cool videos. Boy, look at that. Wonder if we could get any. So yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. Yeah, definitely pumping water. Oh, here we go. Right there in the foundation, 1925. How cool is that? Yep. Very neat, very neat. I love exploring stuff like this. Another telephone pole down. No glass insulators. I'm sure those disappeared 30, 40 years ago. Probably a tank sitting in here somehow. Yeah, this was the old railroad next to Wyatt Earp's house. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Out here in the, I guess this is where he spent his last days too. Last couple years of his life was out here. Well, there's just a bunch of stuff pushed up over here. Let's go check that out. See any cool treasures. I don't think we're allowed to take anything because like I said, this is all train track property. Just a bunch of old tin cans. I don't know what was in them. Boy, look at these steel plates. Wow. That's some thick stuff. Oop, that was probably pretty loud, sorry. Oh, look at all these. That's definitely railroad related. I don't know, some kind of J-hook or something. The plates that the tie sits on and the nails go into. Oh heck, look at that. You need a plate to set a railroad tie on? No, we ain't got none, sorry. That's pretty neat. Whole pile of them there. This is probably what they took off going across the road there. Set it over here behind these bushes. Some more kind of doohickey. Here's some rails. Boy. Oh gosh, nope. I can't pick that up. I can't pick one into that up. Nope, no I can't. Let's see, what is that one? 1912? Is that what that says? 1912. Wow. So cool. All right, well, let's go check out some of the other buildings. I think that was a spike driver. Just the history, the people that have been here. Man, I wish I could metal detect here. I'm sure people have, but you know, you always miss something. All right, we're not that far from his house, so there was definitely a mine going on here. I'll have to go back and look at that plaque. I think we're going to the Lucky Day mine, not the Happy Day. Maybe this was the Happy Day. I don't know. If any of you guys know, leave a comment in there. Let me know. I'd appreciate it. So you can see the tank way off over there. I mean, not far at all, you know. All this brick. Can't make out what that brick is. Yep, there's the solder where they'd seal it. That little dot. I forget what they said, what those cans were. Probably 1920s, huh? Just like the railroad track. Pretty cool. So they had some kind of big head frame set up here for sure. More old cans. know if those were period or after. Or... No really tailings per se. Kind of weird. Let's check out these different layers here. Oh, almost went down. So who knows? I mean, that's a decent little layer. Who knows where the gold or what they were going through. And this is a bigger layer right through here. Don't know. Let's climb up here and find out. Yeah, okay, there's some some kind of stamping wash plant maybe. Need a sandal. So maybe this was holding water. Let's go check that out. Yeah, they had something going on here. Maybe they were washing. Okay, here we got something. 520 of 36. Huh. Interesting. Wish I could find an old picture of this before it was all torn down. So maybe they weren't really finding anything right here. Maybe the guy, because let's see, up that right up there is Vidal Junction. We're gonna go that way, and I think we're gonna be up in them hills over there. Is where that Lucky Day mine was. So they might have been getting the ore and coming back here. That's a far way to truck it though. I don't know. Look at that old nail. I don't know. They had something going on here, obviously. I'm looking at all this basalt. Was this for the train track? Were they crushing? I don't know. 5/2/36. Okay. So in the 1930s, they had something going on up here. Let's go. I still want to get to that general store. What I think was a general store. I could be wrong. But I saw this off in the distance. Like, oh, squirrel. Got to go over here and check this out. Here's some more writing on here. 5/20/36. PN. Warner. Doug. Clay. Herbert. I can't make that out. EP Warner. Byrne. Osborne. Huh. Maybe there's some way to look all this up. Very interesting. Well, that's cool that they did that. At least we know this has been out here since 1936. I don't see any more writing on this one. Any treasures under there? All right, so here's that store, I think. I don't know, it might not have been a store. I remember searching and it had a name, and I forget the name, so I'll put it on the video here. But look at that. How cool is that? It says no trespassing, so we won't go in. Respect that. Pretty cool. Very neat. An old doorknob. So neat. All right. I think we got a local that's kind of driving by, seeing what we're doing. Oh, there it is, right there. JM. I don't know how you say that. Hiacock? BLDG? I can't read. I barely graduated high school. Anyways, so I want to look in there a little bit more, but I'm not trespassing. You know, look at the rock on here. Okay, that's copper. That's copper ore right there. That's copper ore. So is that. So is that. So is that little piece. Pieces up there. So cool. Man, look at that wall is so neat. All right, I don't want to outstay my welcome. That car is checking me out. Anyways, pretty cool. Holy crikey. That goes back. Oh, there's what he's after. Well, that's the copper, but maybe there was a gold seam that ran right alongside of it. Let's see what is down there. Looky there. Way back in there.